impossible for remote learning to become successful learning. Impossible for the safety standards to be ready for our students with signs that help them keep 6 feet distance. Technology that works without assistance. Impossible. For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible teachers say. And because these capitalistic dopes keep building up impossible homes, impossible things are happening every day. It's possible for remote learning to become successful learning. It's possible for school to open without an infection with PPE that stops for the ages. Educators making living wages. It's possible. For the world is full of zanies and fools who don't believe in sensible rules and won't believe what sensible teachers say. And because these capitalistic dopes keep building up impossible hopes, impossible things are happening every day. Hello, fellow fellows and fellow educators. This is Diamond Emerald Skinner bringing you another gem. God, good vibes, education, and motivation. We are going to do the impossible. I know you've been paying attention to the news. You know the new negotiated plan. We have emails and updates on what we need to bring to the building, what should be supplied to the building. But tomorrow's it. Today's your last day to get it together before we go in tomorrow and do the impossible. As a first-year teacher, they didn't have a lot of confidence in first-year teachers. Our system still doesn't have a lot of confidence in first and second-year teachers, but I do. Because I know the power of education. I know the power of an extreme educator, of an educator's heart, of your tenacity. I know what you're capable of doing. There are people who said, when I started to train teachers, that first-year teachers cannot make a difference. The devil is a lie. That is an untrue statement. That is blasphemy to the work that I've been doing for years. It is blasphemy to my story. It is paradoxical to your story. When I came into my first year as a special education teacher teaching 3 different subjects, one of my students in social studies, I had their diagnostic test. I had the test that they took last year for the social studies test, so I could ensure that they grew when they took the test that year. As I was going through, I found one of my students' papers, and it was completely blank. I was confused. I looked front to back. His name was on it. Some there was words in other kids' papers, so I went to inquire, where is Garen's work? I see his paper here, but there's nothing written on it. My response was, that's his work. I was so confused. There's nothing on this paper. Where's his work? No, that's his work. He had time to take the test. At that time, the test for time, he probably had 2-3 hours to take the test. Nothing was on the paper. Diamond, that's your child. That's his test. Good luck. That could have seemed like an impossible task. To get a child who the year before had produced literally no piece of written work for his final exam, to get him to succeed, to pass grade level content in a year. Be prepared to take the test that I'm going to give him that year at the end of the year. That seemed impossible. But if you flip your mindset, if you can take what seems impossible and make it into a possibility, you can see growth, you can see opportunity. Because if you flip it, right, he had written nothing down. So all I gotta do is get him to write something down. winning, right? If you flip the script, if he produced nothing the year before, if I can at least get him to produce a sentence, write his name and some, right? Even if he wrote a complete, I do not know how to answer this question, would still be growth, right? I didn't stop there. And be rest assured that Garen, when he produced his next test, there were paragraphs. It was a written composition, right? He made tremendous growth. And largely, it wasn't about my amazing teaching. It was about who I am as a person and who I saw him as a child, as a student, as a young man. I loved him. I still love him, and he saw that. His brain didn't miraculously develop some more synapses, and the dendrites didn't automatically regrow in that year. But something happened on the inside that helped him produce and show growth and show what he was actually capable of. What he did not produce that year before didn't even reflect who he truly was. So right now in the situation, that fear you have, that anxiety you have, the insecurity you have, the anger you have, the frustration you have, the desperation you have, the depression you have, is not of you. And it is not of us. Usually around this time, we are skipping, jumping, getting in our last rays of sunshine and beach time, picking up supplies for discounts, spending time with our children and loved ones, but with an expectancy of greatness. I dare you to dream again. I dare you to make this year the best year you've ever had. I dare you to go in tomorrow with boldness, with bravery, with solidarity, taking care of your other teachers, making sure that you're doing all the things that you need to do to protect yourself and protect others. Go in with a hopeful spirit. Even if you have oppressive admin, they've been through enough. We've all been through enough. We have to work together because it's not about you, it's not about me, it's about our students. And if they're going to set up this impossible task, let's show them what we're made of. We did it before. In the spring, we did things that nobody across the country was able to do. So let's show them what we're made of once again. Stand strong. Be aware. Be safe. And this message really is for those teachers who, this is all you got, right? I don't have a backup plan. There's nothing else that I do better than teaching. There's nothing else that I care about more than teaching. There's not a relationship for me to fall back on and put my effort into. I don't have children to spend my energy and distract myself with, right? This is what I am doing. This is what I do, and this is who I am. I'm putting my all out there on the line. I'm bringing my whole self to whatever happens tomorrow and the rest of this year. And so for you who are doing that too, we're in this together. Even if you have other teachers who say you're doing too much and you care too much and you ask too many questions and you're trying too hard, do it anyway, because our kids need us. We know what it's like to do the impossible, and we're going to do it again. Impossible things are happening every day. Stay safe. Do the impossible tomorrow. Fear not, and shine bright. Have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. We can do this.